What the Hey guys, Anthony here with Geek Domination. I am joined by the lovely
Hello.
And we saw the movie The Witch. Wow. Creepy as fuck.
So creepy. And as a person who doesn't like horror films, creepy. Creepy.
First up, the characters of this movie, really good.
They were. You have a family living on their own homestead after some things happen. You have got the mother, Catherine, and the father, William. Their eldest daughter, Thomasin. I always forget her name.
Thomasin.
Her younger brother, Caleb, and they have a pair of young twins called Jonas and Mercy, and there is a baby called Samuel.
Yes. They're very authentic feeling from the get-go. Aside from Thomasin, I think that's kind of the weird name that doesn't
Yeah, it's a very
make
weird
sense.
name, but that makes sense at the end.
Later.
Yes,
yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, they're all very Christian-like, and it's very authentic to the 1600s.
They fit in their time period for sure. Yeah. The actors who played these characters, the two main characters, the mother and father, you might recognize from a great show called Game of Thrones.
Yes. One of them, the father, was Theon Greyjoy's stooge for a little bit. You know, he's that side guy that was convincing him to do stuff.
Around season 2.
Yeah, like season 2. And then, wow, it's so perfect that she is almost the same person in this movie, but the mother, you'll be familiar with her, she's Lisa Aaron. If you remember, she's the crazy-ass bitch that likes to talk back to Mother Stark.
And who breastfed her kid until he was like 12.
Yeah, she does a lot of that in this movie.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So every character was very genuine, which really helped kind of set that creepy tone of the movie. I think that for a horror film, it was definitely more of a psychological horror film because of these characters, along with a lot of other things that contributed to it.
Yeah, it was really well structured. The actors had a lot of great writing to go off of here. And that, and again, leads back to that creepy atmosphere and tone that we're getting at, because a lot of the film comes from almost directly excerpts of pagan lore and
diaries from the
time period. Yeah, it's so
authentic.
Yeah, it's atmospheric. It's authentic. The writing leads to this really, really interesting ending that I think you'll be talking about. And when you think about it, all of these characters, where they end up in the film, completely makes sense for what each of them embodies.
Yes. And what each of them goes through throughout the film. It just totally makes sense. And every single actor did an amazing job of getting their character to where they needed to be.
Yeah. Really, really good. Really good.
Really well done.
I was very enthralled. There were some moments that I think a few people could find a little boring.
The pacing was, there was a few parts I would have, some of the Christian ranty stuff, I would have cut a little bit of it, but it totally makes sense for the movie, so I understand why it was there. But there were some points, and I was like, but then by the ending, I was like, oh god, I totally take that back. This movie's great, not boring at all.
Yeah, the Christian dogma at the time, it was just so eye-rolling, it's for our modern minds, we're kind of like, come on guys,
you kind of have to put yourself in that time period, kind of take yourself out of 2016 and put yourself into the 1600s, and it'll help a lot. And
the speech is so authentic for that time, so it brings you back. It's a very small criticism, but it's there.
Yeah, that's probably the only criticism I have, because I thought I was going to hate this movie because horror films scare the crap out of me. This one, though, was so good. It made you think. It made the gears in my mind start going. It was great. It was wonderful.
Great writing in a horror movie. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that you could do that? Weird.
Bottom line is, this movie was really, really good.
They got everything perfect down to the setting with the creepy fog and the dark woods in the background and the old style homestead and just everything. It was the whole entire tone of the movie enthralled you from the beginning.
Yeah, creepy, atmospheric, tense. The woods surrounding you at all time with this field and the farm. Everything was shot well. Great movie.
It was a great movie. It's definitely one of those ones I don't think a lot of people know about, or they're too scared to go see, but go see it. It'll get you thinking. It's a little creepy, it gets you a little jumpy, but who doesn't like an adrenaline rush now and then?
Yeah, and the right kind of adrenaline.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't one of those ones where you just are like sitting in your seat like this. But
yeah, or the jump scares everywhere.
No, it's great horror. I really, really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for more. We're going to have more coming up soon. We've got a podcast that you should go check out, Geek Domination, over at the iTunes and the SoundClouds and all of that. And go to our website, geekdomination.net.
You can also find them on Facebook.
Yes, we do have a page. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you later.